Let's see. All right, you guys ready to go? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stoop Life Podcast. If today's your first time listening, we want to say welcome. We're a sports talk group. We talk about everything. We don't just stick to one sport. We get it all. But tonight's one of the episodes we like doing a lot because we got a guest coming on to the episode today. And when we have guests coming on, you guys got to pay attention to them because not only are they local to us in Philadelphia area, they're people that are going to make something for themselves right now and in the future. So look out for them. So tonight, I want to welcome on one of our homeboys here. We got Corey Lee Asher Davis. This man's from Norristown, went to Kutztown University. Now, one of the things he does, guys, he's a singer, rapper. He's one of the best at it, up and coming. He's on Spotify, Apple Music. You can check him out. He got multiple albums out there. Great songs. Get you going in the gym because I know when I'm feeling it, I got me on some Corey Lee, and I'm bench pressing about 350. Easy. You know. But also, this man does something that I've never seen done either. We all love to talk about sports, and we all love to bet it. But if you're like me, I'm not very good at sports betting. I'm good at UFC, but that's about it. Corey, right here, my man started up a sports betting group. It's on Discord app that's called Everybody Eats. And let me tell you guys something. My bets have been hidden. And when I say hidden, I'm talking about $5 bets for $1,500. Talking about $100 bets for $13,000. I didn't personally hit that one, but people in the group that Corey put together hit that stuff. And I'm talking every sport, guys. End of this episode. If you guys don't check out Corey, if you don't check out the Discord, then I don't know why you're listening to a sports podcast. I'm just going to leave it at that. But other than that, man, I want to say welcome to the show, Corey. It's been a hard time scheduling you. We're busy, which is good. That's a good thing. But we're honored to have you on, man. And I'm glad to have somebody like you coming on. So thank you again.
Appreciate you guys. Seriously, appreciate it.
So first question I want to ask you when we get on here. What actually led you to start in the rapping? Because I know, I guess in high school, I didn't know you rapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen in 2017, 2018, you posted some stuff. Started listening to it, man. I was like, man, he's good. Like, I'm not just saying that because I know you. Like, you're
Right.
good, bro. You got
Yo,
bars.
the 7 Day song was fire.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so
Fire.
as far as like music goes, I've been around it like my whole life, but I've been around for a long time, probably since I was like 15, 16. And I had a little group in Norristown or whatever, where we just used to like rap in the basement, stuff like that. Couldn't even, scrounge up money to get to a studio. Like, I don't even think people was going to regular studios at that time. We was just trying to record anywhere we could. But that happened. And I wouldn't say it was for fun, but I didn't take it as seriously until like college. So when I got to my first college, I graduated in 2008. Then I took 2 years off of school with a college in Lancaster, and that's when I started taking it more serious. And since then, it's been, a journey, but it's been cool.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man, you've been getting better and better each time. You got that new song out, Not For Sale.
Yeah.
You gotta go check that out. He got it on Spotify. It's great, bro.
I appreciate it.
Keep putting that in.
Who's your favorite rapper? Like, who inspired you?
My favorite rapper ever probably is Jay-Z. I take a lot of inspiration from like all music and all rap though. Like, I give everything at least one shot, no matter like what it is, who it is. People say it's corny. They don't like this person. They don't like this person. I always like try to give at least like one or two fair listens first before I say this is for me or it's not. But yeah, Jay-Z is probably, I would say, my favorite rapper. I think he's like the best rapper ever.
How about currently? Who's in your rotation right now?
Of course, Drake. I like, the regular top guys, Kendrick, Cole. I'm a Wale fan, a Nipsey fan.
Right.
And I tend to go back and listen to like music that when we were coming up, whether it was high school, college, middle school, it takes you back to that time. So like I would listen to like old mixtape 50 Cent or
Oh,
That's
um mixtape Wiz, stuff like
it
that.
was
Because
fire.
that's mine right
music like that is like it brings you back to those times, back when people were first discovering these artists. So
Yeah, I correlate them too. Like I listen to the old school because it actually, believe it or not, it relates me to this moments that I had in life. A lot of them had to do with sports.
yeah,
You hear
Yeah.
sports songs when you're in a game playing, and yeah. So I mean, I see a lot of that in you too. Like those like vibes, same type of vibe. So you can definitely
right.
see where you get it
Yeah,
from.
you definitely got the nostalgic vibe in your rhymes, yo. I
Appreciate
feel
it.
that. Like it's not like you're not like a corny rapper. Like you got it, man. Like your progression was crazy. Like
Yeah, man. I'm
you never
excited to
stopped for, like,
see some of the things that have happened for me and some of the
yeah.
things I got in store moving forward. It's
I can't
nice to
wait.
see.
I can't wait.
Yeah, me either, man.
Like I said, when I heard 7 days, bro, I was like, he got something, bro. I don't care. I said, stop the presses. He about to kill this shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you could collaborate with one artist right now, who do you think would like fit your style best to make the best song?
Like currently,
Yeah, currently.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, both, either or.
all right, if I could work like with a current artist, of course, like I would say the go-to is of course Drake. But if there was any artist, like as far as like if we going strictly rapper that I would work with, like that's no longer here, it'd probably be Nipsey. Like I'll probably work with Nipsey before I work with Biggie or Pac, and I was a fan of both.
That's saying a lot. I don't blame you there. He's
I
good.
feel like
yeah.
I feel like he was on the trajectory of being like, don't get it confused. Like he was great, he still is great, but it's like so much stuff that he was doing was so next level, and it applies to like what's going on right now. People still catching on to it. So he was one of the special artists.
I never really knew who he was before, because I'm not a music guy. I'm not a huge music guy, but it's sad that like it had to take him to pass away for someone like me to understand how great he was. Right. I got him on my playlist. He's on my playlist now, and like you said, it's growing on people, and he definitely correlates to what's going on in today's world. So
right,
that's the thing. That would have been a fire song.
Oh, man, I'm telling you,
it would have been. Now let's get into what we came here to talk about too. On top of this, sports gambling, bro. Since we're a sports podcast, we gotta talk about that. Yeah, sports gambling is getting humongous right now, and I remember you used to just post your bets on your story, and then next thing you know, you got 900 people in a group betting that people are winning thousands of dollars from something you put together. And not only did you put it together, a lot of your picks are those winners too.
Yeah.
What made you like, yo, I'm gonna do this, make this group instead of just putting your bets out?
Oh man, so like
people don't think of that.
This shit really started, I would say, it was 2021. Like, of course, I've been sports gambling for a long time, but I know, so like 2020 was like super, super, super rough for me. Herbert passed away. My mom passed away shortly after. So like I had a nice job. I was working at a pharmaceutical company. I was like real cool with not just like the regular managers or whatever, like even the owners and the higher up people, and the financial side, as far as not the people that are actually working the clock. And I remember talking to one of the supervisors, and he was like, he found out what's going on. He was like, yo, if you want to take off work, like yo, the door's always open for you, whatever. And then in the that was mid-pandemic. This is fresh 2020. This is May. And at that point, like, yo, I was like, yeah, the job is cool, but like this shit is kind of, it's not what I want to do. Like, I still got my music going on. I got a whole bunch going on. I got a bunch of stuff I want to figure out. So my supervisor was super cool. He was like, yo, if you want to fucking go for unemployment and take off until you get this shit together, like, be my guest. Like, you're going through a lot. It's understandable. So I ended up, going on unemployment for a while when they were giving out bread. But it was cool because I you worked for it, so you earned it. So that was in 2020. And then, 2021 is like, yo, you can't just do that forever. That joint is about to come to an end. And I'm like, yo, I got to figure out what I want to do and what I'm going to do. Because at this point, I'm like, yo, I still don't want to go back to work, and I'm not ready to go back to work. But earlier in the year 2021, I joined this other Discord with sports gambling. I had seen this crazy ass ticket. It was like $40 for like $20,000. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, and I found a guy on Twitter. I joined his Discord. His shit was like $20 a month. No, it wasn't even $20 a month. It might have been $10 a month. And I joined his Discord. So that's the cool thing about these Discords. Like, you end up networking with people, meeting people like that you necessarily wouldn't meet or be around all the time. So ended up getting like a group of friends in the Discord because we started like tailing the same kind of bets. After a while in that Discord, this was like April 2021, like we were winning, we were losing, but we started realizing like, yo, our picks is just as good as like anybody else's. Like, yo, we really don't have to be in here. Maybe like if one of us is in here to bounce ideas, but yo, we don't need to be in here. So we all found each other on Twitter, and we just started our own like sharing ideas and picks on Twitter. And that became like too much to handle because Twitter's not made for that. Like it was just too much to try to keep hold of. So it was like, yo, you know what? We're all grown. We're all cool. Like, yo, let's just get an iPhone chat and like just do it there. Everybody didn't have an iPhone. My homie Gloomy, he's older than us, and he got like a Samsung. So like we was like, yo, let's do a WhatsApp chat, and we made this in like May 2021. May or June, around then. And yeah, like then things just been rolling ever since. Like I'm in there more than I'm in anything else, even my own Discord, because that's where it starts at in this personal WhatsApp chat. And we were in the WhatsApp chat, and I remember telling people like, yo, we could start a Discord. Like, yo, I think I'm gonna just start it. If nobody else wants to do it, I'll start it, because with my music and what's going on with me, it's like, yo, I can get to more people than somebody who's not usually on Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. I was like, yo, I got a pretty nice following on there. And plus people trust my bets. So I was like, yo, I think this can work. And I ended up putting in a motion. I ended up reaching out to the guy whose Discord I was in and asked him like, yo, how did you get yours started? He walked me through it. And we went live in August 2021, and it's been pretty successful ever since.
Man,
it's rolling. I'll tell you that.
Crazy, bro. I'll tell you this. So first time you ever brought it up, I was like, what the hell is this? A Discord? I knew what Discord was, but when I joined it, I was not expecting nearly what you had. I was expecting it just to be like a WhatsApp, like a group conversation where you guys shared your stuff.
Right.
When I went on to it, I did not expect it to have each side, like on the side, to have each different individual sport, each like a chat, your groups, like the bets, the chat, then the heaters and all that type of stuff. I was like, yo, this is insane. And I told people about it. I'm like, dude, this is unbelievable. But the thing, like you said in what you were saying there, the thing that gets you above, where you were at from 0 to 900, wherever you're at now, is people do trust your bets, bro.
Yeah, and they win. It wouldn't be this big if people weren't winning. I was able to like take advantage of having it. Like you gain people, friends, whoever, people that you trust, people that you grow with, build with, and bet with. Because it's like, yo, right now, sports gambling is probably like top. It's the it thing to do right now. Everybody wants to be a part of it. People are seeing tickets. It's getting posted on Bleacher Reports, ESPN. Everybody wants a part of it. And I was like one of the first people ahead of the curve as far as like advancing what it is. Like I got friends that's in these chats from all over the country, all over the world now that just chime in. Half the heaters, they're not even from the area. Like it's people that's in Denver. It's people in all the spots you can gamble, Michigan, Chicago, and you would never know. Like, it brings people together. My WhatsApp chat is like 20 of us in there, all different ages, nationalities, white, black, Asian. We had girls in there. Like it was a bunch. It was a bunch, and like how it came together and it stayed together is like real crazy to see.
It's crazy. I mean, look, sports betting is definitely number one thing. Hell, you see it. They talk about it at halftime in basketball games now.
They put out odds like halftime and shit. Like even on the screen, like you see.
It's crazy.
Like it's the best thing.
I know y'all remember coming up, like watching ESPN. They never would say like, "Yo,
who would win?
Here goes the line on this, and this is what people are doing," and da 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 da. It wasn't like this, but I knew once, like the big association started partnering with these sports books, it's like you weren't going to stop people from doing it because people were doing it before FanDuel. So
now it's so much, dude. I can literally just go on my phone right now and put whatever I want on, literally anything. So I mean, it's easy, and it gets a lot of people. Like a lot of my friends don't really know sports. Now they're starting to know sports because they're like, I got a chance to sit at home and have my drink and put $15 and watch this game, maybe make $100. I'm in.
Yeah, maybe make some extra side changes. Like it gives a different side of watching it. Some people who traditionally wouldn't watch it, like that became me with baseball. Before it was like, I used to watch, but I was just in it for like, yo, this shit not home runs is corny. And then you learn like, nah, you could learn about all the pictures and how to make money off that, and you start watching the game differently.
Yeah,
absolutely. Everybody like my brother was asking me, he's like, oh, what do they do? Like mainly, basketball, football, traditional. I was like, honestly, like from all the bets I've seen, I was like, the best one they do is y'all kill baseball.
Oh my God, baseball has been amazing.
I was just about to say every day, baseball is gold mine with y'all. Yeah,
you guys do the hits, the home runs, the strikeouts, all that stuff. It's like, like you wouldn't expect, like I'm not really into baseball either. And you wouldn't expect to get to know those players so well to the fact that you can be like, yo, I'm going to put a ticket in. This guy, 4.5 strikeouts.
Right, right.
Like every time it wins. Like it's nuts. It's crazy. And the access that you do with this Discord, it's so easy. Like you figure you would be confused with it because there's so many different
one click, 5 minutes.
Not even, dude. Like I can literally go into his Discord group right now, find, the winner that you see winning, follow their picks like I just did tonight. So tonight I followed Mark. I put in NBA picks. I've been horrible. So I put in all, I'm like, he's been winning. I'm going to follow him. So hopefully I didn't jinx him, but I was like, he's been winning. So you can just follow people like that.
Yeah. And I bet another nice element is like, yo, $20 for a monthly subscription is something where you can make something happen every day is like kind of still at the rate of what you can win at. And like, even when you're cold, it's like, yo, one bet can turn it all the way around.
Exactly.
And on top of that, you don't even have to bet every day. Yo, you get on a cold streak, yo, you can step away for a couple of days. Like, yo, you're in here for a month for $20.
Yeah. No, it's totally worth it. I mean, like you said, $20, you can make that back. I'll probably make that back tonight when Mark hits his bets, like pretty easily.
Easy. And then I always try to make it make sense where it's cost efficient. It really provides like over the top value. Because I know people with Discords that's like $50 a month, $100 a month, and they don't got like the same style of bets. I know people before they started having Discords, they were just like, oh, here's my card with these are the picks I'm doing, and they charge people $200. And then if he wasn't hot that weekend, you lose your $200, and then you would have to put $200 up next weekend and hope he's hot this weekend. So it's like, for $20 in the climate of how sports gambling is, it's like that's like I feel like it's a perfect price point. I mean, people ask me all the time, yo, why don't you raise it? Yo, raise it to 30, raise it to 40, raise it to 50. You can. I'm like, nah, I don't never want to change it. I want to keep it right where it's at, make it the most accessible with the most value.
I mean, they're not lying to you though. By the way it's set up, how easy it is, you could easily charge $100 a month. And people would join in once they realize, like, yo, you're winning more than that a month anyway if you follow the right people. I mean, Paul,
you are.
I send in some of my wins. I'm like, I'm going away. Tade, I'll just follow this guy. I win a bet. I'm like, it ain't my bet. Don't follow my picks. I follow whenever I see you put a bet in, I usually follow it.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every time. If I see it. Sometimes you see it late and you're like, shit, it hits. And I'm like, damn, I should have been on it.
The whole second round of the playoffs. The whole second round of playoffs, I'm going to go on a run. I'm going to go on a nice run. This first round has been first round's been horrible for everybody. Chris Paul 4 points the other night. Ja 4 points. Somebody 6 points. Maxey Harden last night 10 points. Like it's unbelievable. Trey Young the other night, 9 points. Like,
Yeah. I was watching it. The one night I had a bet. It was Bogdanovich and somebody else. I had them both 4+ threes. They hit like 1 3. They're like 1 for 10 each. The next game he made like 7, and the other dude made like 8. I was like, really? Like, how do you shoot so poorly like that? It's crazy. So you're lying. That's why I say, guys, the baseball, because there's been something that's been consistent, and all the baseball picks have been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Kind of my favorite thing to watch in there is the Dinger group. So
man,
Dinger group.
So he has a chat on the side, and
the Dinger group,
and it's just home runs, and it's people putting in bets, and you'd be surprised, like the odds of them when you add like 1, 2, 3, 4 people in, they go up really high, and when they hit, like you only got to put a $5 bet, you're winning a couple hundred.
Literally.
You know?
See, this is what the people need to know right here.
It is. And like I was just saying in the group, Paul, what's cool, what he does is he set up the winner's tickets. Yep. So when everybody wins a ticket, even if everybody won the same ticket, you put it in. You know, you put it in there, you won. It doesn't matter if you won $5, 50 cents, 100,000, 20,000, you put it in there. So people can actually see who's winning.
Yeah.
And like I said, I follow Mark right now because he's been winning. So you can follow him, or you can follow Corey, or you can follow me when I'm a heater, which hasn't happened.
Listen, the heater bag is coming for you.
It's coming. I'm a UFC guy. I do the UFC.
Pull up, put together the UFC bangers, bro. Yeah. Listen. The heaters have been overall. It's like I have no complaints. Simba 2 weeks ago put in, what was that? 5 soccer players, $25 for 13,000. Was that 2 Thursdays ago?
I looked at that. First off,
there.
The crazy part is about that. I was in Arizona when that bet hit, and I showed my brother. I was like, because he watches soccer here, and I was like, who the hell are these people? He's like, that's like second league, Mexican league soccer. And I'm like, dude, this guy bets to soccer, and I'm telling you, he hits like a $10,000 bet like every other month. Like it's nuts. Like I'm just gonna put a couple bucks on his bets.
That run that Simba went on for that like week was
unbelievable.
It was crazy. So he's a heater. Like he's a heater for a reason. I became friends with him over like the past year, and he's another one who understands like the temperature of sports gambling right now. Yo, he's in 3 Discords. He's in mine. He's in Kenny. He's in all the big ones. So it's like it's value in it. It's like if you really, really want to do this and be a part of it, sometimes people want to take it to that far. Like he might in total subscriptions, he might pay $150 a month, but he has access to every Discord he wants.
Yeah, and he's winning.
He's winning.
And,
like,
I mean, hey,
I think he hit that bet. He hit that bet straight. He round robined it. He did another round. It was like he might have risked a total like $200. He won $20,000. We said, bro, don't even gamble for the rest of the month. Why do
it? Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I was real mad. I seen you hit a bet, and I must have just never seen it. It was the Bruce Brown 4+ threes.
Yeah.
And who else was on that bet?
It was it was Bruce Brown and it was Alex Caruso.
I would have put a couple bucks on that, but I didn't see it. What was it? Plus like 10,000.
It was $10 for 1,300.
Yeah, I was like, damn, awesome bet. Like great
awesome bet. Awesome bet. It's crazy because that's the kind of bets that are hitting. Like you got to take Alex Caruso and Bruce Brown because Kevin Durant is scoring 16 points.
Yeah, it's wild though. But
that's crazy.
During the year, like at the end of the year, for basketball, I was telling people, yo, you gotta join this because these guys are hitting every bet. It was like the last month of basketball. Like I think you hit probably 70% of your bets you were putting in.
Oh my god!
I was telling like every one of my Lakers dudes hitting every bet.
I had a nice run, literally from October to like right after the Super Bowl. When I went to LA to go visit Chris, and it's crazy. I didn't even have access to my own FanDuel, so I'm telling my homies back home to like, yo, play this for me. And it was the first 4 days. It was 4 days in a row. I made $7,000 just out there. And like mad people was tailing, copying when it was on a run. I'm on a run, Chef's on a run. And then the ticket that I gave out for the Super Bowl hit, which was like the icing, because I came home the next day. And if you would have put like $50 on it, you would have won like $1,000. I think it was like Odell touchdown, Cooper Kupp touchdown, Odell 50 yards, Burrow 240, Bengals plus 10.5, and Rams money line. I think that was the exact ticket.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember because there was a couple people that put Super Bowl bets in, and you look at them like that's a pretty good bet, you know.
Yo, and NFL is to me the best because it's nothing is 100% predictable, but it's what totally different than the NBA. Like NBA, the coach might say, you know what, tonight I feel like being weird. I'm gonna just run this weird rotation.
Yeah. Victor
Oladipo, we're gonna just pull you off the bench and throw you in the game, even though you didn't play all year. We're gonna take out this person that everybody. I mean, mind you, it might not be on purpose. They might not know that the whole world is gambling on this player, but they take this player out, and now they got a player that you couldn't even he wasn't even listed to do anything, and he's getting everything. But NFL, I know that, unless a team goes down 40 points in the fourth quarter, the quarterback's going to play, the running back's going to play, everybody's going to play until the game is over.
Sure thing.
True. I never actually looked at it like that, but that's true. That is
NFL,
true.
Even if you're down 20, you're going to play.
That's true.
Absolutely. That is right. I mean, I do like putting in them touchdown parlays for football. Like I think in football, I hit like 3 or 4 of them in like a row. Like that one week, it's always before I go away. Like I hit that one. It was legit, guys. It was only a $5 bet. It was $700 in the hit.
Oh, we had nice runs in football. It was crazy.
We're killing it.
I remember which. I'm trying to remember which week it was, but I know I just had one the Sunday before. I had one something nice, so I put it might have put like $200 on this or $300 on it. But it was for like $5,000, and the last leg was who's the running back for the Jags?
James Robinson.
James Robinson. I need the James Robinson touchdown. Mind you, these dudes are down 30-0 or something like that. It's like 15 seconds left. I'm like, I just need a garbage touchdown. I remember putting in the chat, I'm like, somebody at me if James Robinson scores a touchdown, I'm gonna give away $500. And he really got a meaningless BS touchdown end of the game. Like, so it's nothing like football for me, I would say.
Yeah. Nah, that's great. I mean, that's a good feeling when you need that and they get it. Boom.
Oh my God. Trust me, because we've been on how many times have we been on the other side? Like, I might need 3
I hit like 3 in a row. That means I lost like 12. But hey, those 3 wins, you're like a baseball, you're 3 for 12, you're hitting 300, you're good, you're up.
Yeah. That's why I try to make my odds. Like, I let people know, like, if I do a safe bet or a straight bet, I might put up more money, but the way things are going, stuff is like not even safe. You would think that James Harden 20 points is safe, and it wasn't. So it's like, it might be a night you want to risk 100, 500, but why do that when you can do $10 bets all with a chance to win 500 to 800 to 1,000? It's like anything can happen. So like right now, I'm still have mixed feelings for what like NBA holds for me right now. Got to do a mix of everything, a mix of lottos, a mix of 3, 4, 5 leg parlays, a mix of straight bets. But it's all fun. And I always tell people like, gambling is just meant for fun. So if you're not having fun, you don't do it. We don't promote bankruptcy, none of that.
I mean, that's why I do a lot of safer bets. I don't bet a lot, but when I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm up, it might only be like $15-$20 on a bet, but I watch football, I watch basketball, I watch it all. So when I watch it, I want to put a little bit of money on it to watch it, even if it's not a lot, I know a lot of people out there that bet like $100. They bet only money lines. And I'm like, you guys need to get into the Discord. And I'm telling you, you're going to throw half of your money line bets away. You're going to take the player parlays because they're hit. You guys hit.
They're hitting.
Player parlays are shit. I will say
player parlays are the shit.
They are the shit.
Yeah, they are, man. I mean, and what makes football better is right here, fantasy football. So you love betting fantasy football. Your guys that are on your fantasy football team.
Exactly.
You win money off of that. You don't care if you won the game because you're like, all my guys scored.
Like a proud pop.
Beautiful. I actually been doing a lot of that in day spot. I've been doing a couple bets. I'll take like 4 of my guys that are playing, and I'll just do a hit. Yeah, and it's worked like 3 or 4 times already this year. which is
Yeah,
great.
sometimes I'll be feeling like fantasy football be having a leg up once they give you the projections on who they think is going to have a good week. That's who you tend to gamble on that week.
Yeah,
exactly. It's true because ESPN's pretty good with it. If you do Yahoo, you got to go the opposite. So if they say no, you got to take them. They're going to get 2.
Right.
It is true, though, but it all correlates together. So I mean, if people do fantasy football, sports, like you're most likely gambling on it, guys. So, I mean, join the Discord because I guarantee you, like, you're going to win money. And if you don't win money, I'll give you money because I'm not sure you're going to win money. You're never going to get money from me because you're going to win. And that's a fact. I mean,
exactly.
I'm slagging. I mean, I'm going to jump back in.
It's tough. It's tough because, like, sometimes it sucks. I'll tell you, like, say you get home, you're working late, or you're doing something that's like today, say you get home, it's like 8 o'clock right now. And you just missed the beginning of the first game. Now you can't get those bets in, and they all hit. And you're like, shit.
Yo, it gets tough when you have to chase. Like, I think the other day, people was putting in soccer bets. I'm talking to Chef. I'm like, yo, what you thinking? This is like outside the Discord. Like, I'm gonna put these bets in early. So I don't even think I put the bet in, but the bet I put in missed. So it's like you look away from soccer, and then Chef posts 2 more things, and they all hit, and it's like, damn, like I walked away from that joint, and now people get hat tricks, and you put $25, you won $1,000. So.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how you guys even hit soccer. Like,
yo, I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
They do all the time.
Tough sport to do too, man.
Yo, they really it's so hard. I think that's the hardest sport to predict.
It's like how many leagues? Like
1 million.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like, I'll say this. When I first started trying to get on FanDuel, I started with UFC. I remember it specifically. It was when Khabib fought Justin Gaethje. It was in October of 2020. That was when I started on it. It might have been 2020. Yes, 2020. And I was doing that, and I was doing soccer parlays, but I wasn't doing the player parlays. So I was doing the big soccer leagues, and anytime there was a top 10 team in the league that was minus 210 or better at home, I just parlayed them all together. 90% of the time they won.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened, and that shit doesn't apply anymore, so it was different. So when I go into your Discord group and I see these guys hitting player parlays to score goals or under 1.5 points scored and this and that, it's impressive because I don't know anything about it, and you have to know yourself.
You have to know, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, like you just said, there's 150 different leagues. There's thousands of teams. That means there's hundreds of thousands of players. Like, and you're picking these guys specifically from these Russian soccer, Japanese soccer, Mexican soccer. And they're all
crazy.
They play at like 5 a.m.
They hit.
Like, I'm just
telling you,
cold out my eyes, and I'm
facts,
dude. It's nuts. I mean,
how can I track my bets like that?
Hey, if you want to win money and you want to do it, like I'm telling you, follow them soccer bets. You're gonna win. You're not gonna have any clue what's going on. I mean, you might be waking up at the crack of dawn watching soccer. You might be a soccer fan now, but I mean, they get them. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Chef, Simba, Def, they really lock in.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's impressive because it's every sport. You know, you figure you'd go in to be the one sport they're good at, but you literally tennis. You know, I see some of the tennis bets. Like, it's like
crazy
shit.
And like I've mixed up like how we created the heaters. Of course, like people that win, I try to like make them heaters because we got people that's novice or new to sports gambling. They don't know really what's going on. It may seem like a lot to, the average person who doesn't gamble, but like to somebody who gambles, me going through them, it's not a whole bunch. Like it may seem like a whole lot, but it's not a whole bunch. So like I try to make the right heaters, make it easier to follow. Most of the heaters that I came in with were the people that were in my WhatsApp chat. WhatsApp chat was called like the Bag Squad. So it was a bunch of people that's either we was gambling, winning, losing together, but we was doing it together. And then like a couple of the newer heaters, either like I knew them personally and like we gambled together. If you're a heater, it's either we definitely have won money together. And I definitely believe like you can bring something to the community. So
absolutely. And I will say from my standpoint, being in it, it can get very confusing because there are a lot of people that put bets in, but you make it very easy to follow it. Like, especially like you said with the heaters, and you know, you got people that have their individual playbook, which is cool, it's great. Yeah. So like, I mean, if you're new to it and you're trying to follow people, boom, it's right there. You know,
I always tell like the newer people, like, even when you join, if you don't feel like jumping right into it, take a day to look at how it works. Go through in between the slips, the channels, go to the safe plays, look at how people think. And like how you were saying earlier, go to the winning ticket channel and see who wins and see how often they win. And you can bounce ideas. I made it open for anybody to talk to anybody. You can, if you don't know how to make this kind of bet or you don't know who to follow, you can talk to people on here. That's what we made it for. That's also another benefit of the Discord. We made it bigger than just sports. Like, it's a networking channel, it's a cryptocurrency channel. We're trying to add different things to it to help out everybody, not just with sports.
I love it. I mean, it's great. It's super easy. I love the chat rooms of the sports because it's crazy. Because like, so when I'm watching UFC, like a lot of people aren't up. It's like 12 o'clock at night, and we're in there, and everyone's like, "I need this motherfucker to get his knockout." And I'm like, "Yo, me too." And everyone's in there, and then when they win, it just goes boom. But when they lose,
those are the best nights. Like, I would say, like, the best nights, honestly, the NBA shit is it is what it is. But in the NFL season, on a Thursday night, Sunday night, and everybody's just following the heaters, and like, we need one thing to happen, and that shit happens, and everybody wins, and it's all jokes. And then some nights it might be a bad night, but everybody's in there, lost the same way, and we're talking, oh my God, we're so done with this player, and I can't believe this and that. And you really can build stuff from that. Friendships, relationships, network opportunities is all there.
Yeah, that's the cool part. That's why I'm glad I'm in it. I'm getting more involved with doing it because, I mean, you could just tell people in there they're cool, and they want everybody to win money. Yeah, like, I don't know anybody in here really. I'm sure I know a couple people in there, but I don't even know like who they are from their names and all. But like, you know, everybody, when you win, boom, oh, great pick, this and that. But you follow it. It's great. Like, as we're speaking right now, I'm seeing a bet in here. A couple people already hit some bets.
Yeah.
Hey, he hit, so that means I hit. He had the 3-point field goal for Desmond Bain. I took that.
Well, there it goes already.
Hey, he hit it. I didn't do that, but he hit $25 for 400. Rooney. So I follow him too.
Rooney is from another planet, okay? He is from another world with first baskets, home runs. Like, the story about Rooney is, before me and Rooney was like this, me and Rooney weren't friends like at all. We weren't friends at all. Like just random Twitter guy, and like, he ain't really like me. I ain't really like him because like it was just weird. It was just like a weird Twitter beef thing with people who gamble, and like I asked him because I seen him hit wild baseball shit. I had asked him like, "Yo, who you think will hit home runs or something like that?" And then I guess he was mad or something. I had asked him about that. And then like after a while, like, we fucking became, Rooney is one of my best friends now. This shit is crazy.
Like, where is he from?
He's from Jersey.
Go figure. See, that's cool. Close.
He's right around the way. So
he hit some of the craziest bets. I believe a couple months ago he hit a first basket for NBA and he had like 12.
Yeah, Rooney. He's the master of, like, people ask me all the time, "Yo, how do you do round robin? How can you win if one of the legs loses?" I said, "Listen, you have to talk to Rooney. He's way better at explaining it to me. But whenever he posted something with a round robin, I suggest people tell it because he's usually on point with those. I think that first basket night he hit, it was like same thing with Simba. Like, he put up 100 on the round robin. He won like 7,000 here, 3,000 here. Like, it was just crazy. So,
man, it's unbelievable. I mean, I'm just gonna say this. You know, if people watch sports, they bet on it, and you know any of us, you got to join the Discord because you will like it a lot more.
Yeah, it literally makes watching it the games more exciting and brings a different edge to it.
It does, man. It really does. Especially when you know, like, you can go into that group and everybody has a similar bet, and you're all rooting for people to win.
We're all rooting for each other, and then when it comes through, it's the best. It's the best feeling. Like somebody saying, "Yo, I needed that. Yo, thanks." Like, yo, I was on edge. I haven't won outside of this. Like, yo, I appreciate it. Yo, let's keep winning. Let's keep doing this. I think we're going to integrate like having meetups at like might be at a local bar, local anywhere we can watch the games together because that's a whole different style. But we're going to end up getting some things like that together soon too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good idea, man. But I'm going to cut it off in a little bit here. But I just want to finish one thing. If you could hit, let's say you put together your favorite sports team to win the Super Bowl. The Eagles?
I would love for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl.
You going to pick them to win the Super Bowl this year?
Am I going to pick them? I'm going to pick them.
Comes.
I'm going to pick them. I'm going to pick them.
Sports fan, or is it the better in him talking right
That's
now?
the sports fan in me.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But the better in me, I think the Rams can go back. I think the Buccaneers are going to be good. I think the Chiefs are going to – I think it's going to be a real good season for the NFL.
So the only reason I wanted to bring that up is this, guys. There's a lot of people out there that bet two different ways. One, you bet with your wallet. Two, you bet with your heart.
Yes.
This group bets with their wallet.
The smart people don't bet with your heart. Don't bet as a fan. It will hurt you every time.
Every time. That's why whenever I see people putting Sixers bets in, I completely avoid them. I don't touch the Sixers or against the Sixers because it's a loss for me either way.
Yeah. They're going to break your heart.
If it's a double loss, like it would have been last night, now I really hate them. Now I want to beat out of town. You know how Philly is. Get them out of here.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here, man.
Yeah, so no, that's one thing I want to point out that I noticed that a lot. You never see any bets like, that's just a stupid bet. Like you're going off I can't think of anything. Oh, this guy's going to score 30 tonight just because he had a bad game. You don't see any of that in your group.
Right.
Like, it's educated, very, very informative on every bet that you put in. The other thing I didn't talk about in your bet is you guys got a crazy thing in there which shows different statistics of like last night it was Jason Tatum 3-pointers, like 3+ threes, and you have stats that show their last like 10 games, like 2, 3, 6, 2, 1. How do you do that?
Yeah, so actually I got cool with the person who invented the props.cash bot. It's like up to date stats on every sport now. It's more than just NBA. And he was cool. I know before he started going super, super crazy, I had asked him like, yo, I want to partner and bring your bot into the Discord, and he was all with it. So we just came to agreement and we got it in the Discord.
That's awesome.
We're trying to get the giveaway bot in the Discord too.
Oh yeah, cool.
That joint is taking a little bit of time, but we're going to get that in there too.
That's what's up, though. I mean, that thing's awesome.
Okay.
I look at it, it amazes me. However he did that, and you got that in there, props to both of you because it's pretty amazing. Like, I always be like, I think this guy's going to hit 3 threes. Let me check to see if they got it on there. Boom, it's on there. I'm like,
it's on there.
That.
It's like, damn, well, he didn't make it 3 in the last 4 games, so I think I'll stay away from that.
But usually right now in NBA, that's why you take it, right? Like, oh, wow, that guy sucks. He's going to hit 5.
Yeah, unless you're Jay Crowder because he hurt me the other night.
Dude,
God,
what was it? He was like the crazy thing about that night. He was like minus 110 to hit 3 threes, and he didn't.
He stunk it.
He stepped at like 1 3. It was horrible.
He hit 1 3 in the first half. He got fouled on the 3-pointer. I think he ended up with 11 points, and they got smoked.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. Bad.
Chris Paul had 4 points.
Yeah, like, but you got stuff like that happens, and that's why people, like you said, you don't have to bet when you're cold, and that's why I like about seeing the winning tickets a lot because you can tell them when they're hot because it's like baseball. When people are hot, get on.
Yeah, follow them.
Exactly.
Steph was hot 4 days in a row. I told him I was going to tell him the next day I woke up and didn't do it, and then he won again.
Yeah. Hey.
Damn, I got it, man.
It's going to get hot a lot more, so
it's going to.
Yeah, listen, I really it's people that like same thing with Chef. Chef, like his plays usually be hot, and he was trying to join Discords and like once he joined mine, I'm like, yo, I love the way this guy gambles, and that's on every sport. Like, he's knowledgeable, and he's a friend. Like, so I was like, yo, when I get Stephen here, I'm gonna make him a heater. Made him a heater instantly. People knew what people telling, and they made money. So
yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I don't know how much I've made in their group. I haven't been in there too long, but I mean, I've done pretty good.
I know I'm up on my. I know moving forward, I want to do more with like tracking units on bets, so people can see exactly how much you will be up if you bet a certain amount of money. If all your bets are $10, $5, $20, if you bet them all the same way as per unit versus like per dollar, then it's easier to track how much money you made by saying, yo, I'm up this many units.
Yeah,
because everybody's units is going to be different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you start doing more like that, you got to up your price for it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know you don't want to, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, when you're adding stuff that other people don't have, that's helping people out, even if they don't even check.
Yeah, you should up it a little bit.
You got to up it because
25,
I
30.
personally don't see how, it's 100% undervalued because you can win that $20 back in and out. Like,
I think that's what people is missing. If you put your 20 or 30 in, you're gonna win it back if you just stick with it.
Like the knowledge that you get from
it's gambling for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's phenomenal. Like the stuff that I've learned about sports, like this and that, from just watching like your picks and all the other people's picks. I wouldn't have got that on Twitter. I wouldn't have got that from my buddies that I know that gamble because they don't understand a lot of the fact that, like you said, we got to bet with your wallet, not your heart. And that's what stands the group apart.
It's some people like that's the beauty of it. It's like all my heaters is like they come from different spots, they gamble differently, and it's literally people out here that think and see the game differently than we see it. Like Bob might see some shit differently than I see some shit tonight, and his shit might be right. Like, yo, nigga said, yo, take Bruce Brown 2 threes. If I wasn't doing that with these people, I would never take Bruce Brown threes ever. Ever. And then it hits, and it's like, yo, all right, well, maybe you can listen to certain people because your way will never be right 100% of the time. It's impossible. It's always somebody out there that might have a weird feeling or some different kind of knowledge. Like Najee in the chat, she's probably one of the best heaters. Her value pitch when she says like, yo, I want to ladder Desmond Bain tonight, take him to get 20, 25, 30, and then he ends up with 35. And if you bet 25 on each, you would have walked away with like $700. Like she's real good at that. Mark is real good at that. So it's like I like keeping them around. I'm happy what they brought to the community. We're going to keep pressing it, promoting it, making it as big as possible. And then when some of these other states become legal, like Atlanta, Florida, Cali, I'll be able to expand. Chris is out Cali.
I'll tell you, when Florida becomes it, I got a whole bunch of people that are going to be coming.
Oh my God, I can't wait for Florida. I cannot wait for Florida.
Dude, I went down to Florida. Like that's when I hit that NFL bet. Like I think it was like it was right around Thanksgiving, and I hit 2 weeks in a row, and I was so mad because I was like, I can't even bet in Florida because you can't go. And I was like, this sucks. And I knew right then when I couldn't bet, I was like, don't put a bet in, you're gonna lose.
Right.
And thankfully, I wasn't able to bet because what I would have put in would have lost. Right. But I was like, come on. It pissed you off.
Yeah, Florida is different. I remember they went legal with sports gambling for a weekend before the governor said nah. And they didn't have FanDuel. They were using Hard Rock, I believe.
Horrible. It was literally the worst sporting bet app I've ever had because I downloaded it and I told Paul, I was like, this shit's horrible. I'm not betting nothing on here. Like, the odds were so bad. Like, they were so bad. Like, you would put the odds together on FanDuel. Let's say you would put 4 touchdowns, all the tight ends in 4 games. You'd have like plus 12,000. In that, it was only like plus like 7. That's a big difference. That's a big difference.
Super big difference.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. It was horrible.
That's another reason why we tell people also to shop around. Like, the odds on FanDuel might be lower than the odds on DraftKings. The odds on DraftKings might be lower than Sugar House. I tend to tell people it's good to have at least 2 sports books. I use FanDuel and DraftKings. I got MGM, but I rarely use it. FanDuel always will remain the best because you can do the most and it's the most user-friendly, but every app definitely has its benefits.
Like DraftKings has a lot of different prop bets, which is cool. But my one buddy, he always tells like my UFC picks whenever we do a podcast. Whenever we do a UFC breakdown, take our picks.
We're money on that.
Last
UFC
review, I went 10 out of 11, and the only fight was the one that dude got robbed by the judges. But I told him he was on DraftKings, and he was sending me the odds. I was like, "Don't you dare put that in." So he switched over to FanDuel, and the odds were almost double better.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And it makes a difference if you really, really gamble when you understand that. Always shop around for better odds.
Absolutely. I mean, I know a lot of people do the Barstool and all that, so it's cool. It's cool too because like when you're in your group, you can see which app the people use. So you're like, oh, like I'm gonna use that app because he's using it for a reason.
Exactly.
So I noticed that a lot too, which is you might not get it at first, people might not understand, but after you're in there for a month. By the end of the month, you understand pretty much what's going on.
Exactly.
So, I want to say thanks again for coming on, man. Guys, you're going to be seeing a lot of him here on the Stoop Life. He's going to be showing what he does. Yeah. If you see right behind Paul, he got House Money. Right here next to me, got House Money.
Appreciate you guys, man.
That's cool right there. If you guys don't know it yet, you know it now. You're going to be seeing it a lot more. And I'm telling you, join Everybody Eats Discord. You're going to win some money. So, again, thanks for coming on, Corey. Paul.
I'm literally right now. Yeah. I ain't being a fool now.
Let's get it, man. Brothers, appreciate you guys.
Y'all done talk me into it.
Thanks man, for coming on.
Listen, playoffs is mid-bloom, man, for the NBA. It's time where the players start playing serious. The coach is not doing the funny rotations. Like, people are championship chasing now. It's time to win.
Real shit. You're right about that.
Like you said, next round
is going to be everybody's losing right now. It's going to scare everybody away. And watch next round. All the things that's regular, it's all going to start. It's all going to start.
Listen to him.
100%. I mean, you've been doing it, So I trust you over what I say with it. So I'm gonna be on it. I'll be following.
Next round is gonna be nice. I promise. Next round is gonna be nice.
Let's see it, man. We'll be watching. And like I said again, man, thanks for coming on. Always great to talk to you. And we look forward to see what you do with this going forward. And we're gonna do what we can to help you, man.
Yeah, so appreciate it. Yeah. Same thing. Let's do what we can to help push everybody further because a lot of stuff that all three of us have going on is just like it's nice to see because it's local cats from the area, but it's like it's just showing other people that stuff is possible to get done. Like whatever people want to do, you can really, really get it done.
Yeah.
If you work towards it, like if you want it hard enough and you work for it hard enough and you got the right people around you and you start building a network and have the right systems around it, a lot of things coexist and go hand in hand to move everything forward. That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
That's fucking true, man. Couldn't have said it better. That's true. And
always show love. Always show love.
We want to get people.
Like I told you, I know I've said it to you. It doesn't cost you a dime to show love.
Yes, a fact.
That's all we got to do is show each other respect and love. Get each other further. There's no hate. Hate makes you lose money.
Yeah,
I always say that. You start hating somebody, you're gonna lose a bag if you hate on somebody.
Yeah,
like you feel me?
I mean, and honestly, it makes it so much easier to be able to show support and help people win when you actually know them, when they're local.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that. Exactly. Like I love helping people I know win because all three of us right here. I could lose, but if you two win, then I'm gonna benefit one way or another.
Over here, but
that's how we are.
Yeah, that's a win for everybody, man. Look, being able to progress and push stuff further in your home. Yeah, it's nice to do things outside of town, outside of the area, but helping build up an infrastructure and build up your community is still very important at the end of the day. I
agree, man. So we look forward to dealing with you going forward, collaborating, and winning some money off these bets, baby. So let's do
it, man. Let's do it.
Tonight. And thanks again, man. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are joining the Discord. Corey, put your Discord group into the Facebook chat.
Yeah. I will.
Make sure you drop that, John, right into that, right? Even the incident.
We're gonna share. I'm gonna pin it right to the top of our Facebook too, so it's gonna be right on there.
Perfect. Perfect. Appreciate you guys.
You want to make money, get it. Let's go.
Absolutely. All right, man. Thanks again.
Thank you, brothers. Appreciate you guys.
Reach out.